My name is Sam Tanskul. So I'm the Managing Director of Krungsi Finnovate, which is a corporate venture capital arm of the Krungsi Group. Basically, we are under the Mitsubishi Financial Group, leading bank in Japan. So right now, the company has been operated for 5 years. So I'm doing on the both of the direct and indirect investment into the startup in Southeast Asia. Currently, we invested in 19 startups already, 2 unicorns, which is one of them is Grab, and one of them is the first Thai unicorn Flash Place, and the other 5 will be listing the Thai startup will be listing in the IPO in a couple of years. We have seen the trend in APEC. I think I could make in 2 points. The first one will be what we call digital challenger banks, or another name is neo banking, where those startups are combined together to build similar to the bank and can compete neck to neck with the traditional bank. So right now it's very famous in UK and in States. So we have seen this coming trend into Southeast Asia already, as we've seen that they issued a license in Southeast Asia in some countries already, except in Thailand, not yet, but we will see in the future very soon. The second trend will be on to what we call Web3. Blockchain or metaverse, which is coming in the future, where you probably say that in a couple of years or maybe in 3 years times, we would see this trend of technologies will be coming to helping on the blockchain side to in both of 2 ways. First one, we will be reducing the cost productions or everything cost, make it more efficiencies in terms of the operation. And the second thing that we can be offered a new product or it can create a new revenue. So basically in Thailand, regarding to the Web3 blockchain, we have seen a lot in terms of crypto market right now. If you see last year, it was a very boom market in Thailand. And I think the Thailand is probably in the top 3 in the world that trading on the crypto one. So we have seen a lot of the decentralized finance startups launching out between the 1 to 2 years ago. And right now we've seen a lot of startups doing on the Web3 in the metaverse area right now. So I think we've seen a lot of corporate right now are likely to change their marketing advertisement from the normal on the Web 2 and starting to engaging on the Web 3 in the metaverse world. We have seen in this a couple of years that banks in Southeast Asia rather collaboration than competing with the startups. So we've seen a lot of the collaboration between the bank and startup right now. For example, even our bank, Krungsi Bank in Thailand, I think we are the very active bank who've been working with startup. Recently, we have been working with 72 startups within these 5 years already, from the small project to mega project. And we have seen that in any area of the business units in Krungsi Group right now has been open-minded to be working with the startup. So the trend of the bank now, I think people know that they would like to work with a startup rather than build inside the bank, which you have to be waiting for the final product for maybe 2 or 3 years. Another point that right now I think bank itself has a change of the model that don't have to offer the product under the banking name alone anymore. So now I think bank now issue what we call the new terminology, what we call BaaS or banking as a service. So now bank can be partnership with any tech companies, any startup companies, any big corporates can be at the back end. No need to showing up that this is provided the loans, provided a service from the bank. So similar what you see in for example like Grab right now in Thailand, most of the Grab lending now Krungsi is the banking as a service for them. So the customers might know that this is from Grab, but actually at the back end is from Krungsi Bank. Recently, by the beginning of the year, so Krungsi has set up the new fund named Finnovate Fund with a $52 million fund to investing into Web3 blockchain startup in Southeast Asia. So right now we have been investing in 4 startups already and another one a fund. So in terms of we invest in various types of the Web3 blockchain. The first one we invested in decentralized exchange platform in Thailand, and the other one we invested in Singapore, named ADDX, formerly named iStock, where it's hybrid investment between in the old world, doing the private equity and tokenize to be the digital asset right now. If we talk about the BNPL, maybe last year or maybe a couple of years ago, we've seen that it is a rising product which has been offering the right product to the customers, which using the customer-centric model. However, in this year, in this circumstance of the economic crackdown of the economics, we have seen a slightly slowing in its BNPL market in terms of number of the delinquencies, in terms of the payment of the customers right now. I think BNPL still doubtful, but in terms of the how it can do the credit underwriting in a proper way. So I think this is quite still a challenging. Talking at the same as the banks who has been in the industry for a while, especially in Thailand, we do a lot of 0% installments. So I think over than 10 years, this is going to be a challenging for BNPL as well as the bank doing right now is also challenging. So as I answer the previous questions, I think the BNPL itself has to understand more about the risk appetite whenever they do on this business. I think bank has understand this quite well when they doing on the digital lending in the past, as well as the accuracy of data, the trusted source of data are very important on the how to launch the BNPL. Like in Thailand, I think we have a difficulty to find a trusted data. The only trusted data in Thailand is just very credit bureau, where else other data is not quite accuracy yet at this moment. So this is the challenging of BNPL if you would like to come to the countries that not have the trusted data yet. Basically, BNPL is offered by two groups. The first group is mostly from the startup from Singapore. For example, like Atome and Pace, they're just entering into the market, and now they are competing with the banks itself, who are also offering the BNPL products. So this is quite challenging between a startup and a bank who are competing in the same market, which is quite red ocean right now. This is a great event. This is happen to meet all the big tech firms or the rising startup, even the digital banking or even the incumbent bankings, who we can face-to-face meeting, sharing the new ideas, getting all the FinTech trends in 2023 or maybe in 3 years onwards. So I think it's a great opportunity and exciting events.